time for Talkin With Joe. He was wearing the shorts after the game, too. Joe Rose live from the WQAM studios this morning. Joe. First, I got to start off by saying I was thinking this series was going to be boring. Oh, my gosh, the fourth time that we have to see these two teams in the finals. But I can admit it. There was a lot of excitement in yesterday's game and so much to cover, so let's get right to it. Starting, of course, with the monster game from LeBron. 51 points and still not enough to win the game, and we saw how frustrated he was after the fact. Joe, what happened here? Let's give LeBron props, though, because he's amazing.
Well, let's start with that because he can't do any more than that. No. I mean, 19 of 32, big minutes, 51 points. Only thing he didn't do, he didn't hit a field goal in overtime, but they should have never got to overtime. Because, Lauren, last night, let's face it, Cleveland should have won that game. Besides a controversial call, whether it was a charge or not or a block, you make 2 free throws at the end of the game, or JR doesn't go out and have his middle breakdown there, being nice here on TV this morning. What a dumb play that was. But they had their chances, and then, of course, Golden State turned back into Golden State in overtime. But, wow, what a crazy game. And LeBron James was just what he's been throughout these playoffs now. 8 games over 40 points with that 50-point effort last night. Just incredible. It
really is incredible. And, Joe, you gave me the perfect segue because you talked about both of those controversial issues with the game. Let's start with that foul call. Was it charging? Was it blocking? They decided it was blocking on LeBron. That was sort of a domino effect, and everything sort of fell apart there for the Cavaliers after that. What do you think?
I thought LeBron had a bad call go against him. I thought he got the charge. I thought it was legit. It didn't work. And, hey, this is the problem when you have 2 of the best players running into each other and you want to give stars the best call. You want to give them, who do you give the benefit of the doubt to in that situation? So that's what you had happen. But, hey, even after that play and the controversy about it, you want to call it home cooking or referee giving the home team the call or whatever it was at the end of that game, I mean, you got to make free throws. You got a chance to make 2 free throws. Maybe the happiest guy this morning is George Hill, because if he makes both free throws, we're not talking about J.R. Smith and that stupid play, getting an offensive rebound and thinking. I don't care what he said after the game. There is no question he thought they had a 1-point lead, and he thought he was going to get fouled, and he dribbled out to the corner, and his whole bench was screaming, "The game's tied, JR. Turn and shoot it. Shoot it, man."
Joe, have you ever seen anything? Have you ever seen anything like that? We're going to show it now just so we can, rank on J.R. Smith a little bit more here for what happened. Have you ever seen anything like this? Not in a finals game, right?
Not in the NBA in a finals game. I know there's pressure and everything else, but he gets a great offensive rebound. The ball bounces out to him just enough. He's got to take it right back up. He's probably going to make it, and instead he had it in his mind that Golden State was going to foul him because his team was up. And then, of course, afterwards he didn't come clean on it and said, "Oh, no, I knew the score," and yeah, okay, you knew the score, all right. Even the coach said, yeah, he thought we were out in front. So,
like this.
Was he frustrated?
For sure. All right, Joe, we're actually going to talk about this more in the next hour. That's how much there is to talk about from this game that I thought would be boring. So stick around. We will talk to you in a little while.
Great game 1. Big numbers last night. And by the way, last 5 seconds, if you went to bed, they were wild, the last 5 seconds of that game. We'll talk more about that.
Never a dull moment.
Nice tease.
Joe. All right, good job. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Bye.
Pretty well.